Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Detroit Tigers. Well, Singy, this team is really playing good ball as of late. We'll see if they can keep it going here.
Riding an impressive win streak, Boog. This team is clutch right now. Doing it in different ways, too. Tough test today, though.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And towing the slab, Tarek Skubal. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Fastball is outside. And that one ripped into right. One away. Here's the Guardians lineup now. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Jose Altuve, batting with one down, takes a strike. That one fouled off. And now the lefty. That one not close. And it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And that one is downstairs. And the count's even at 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swing and a miss, 98 miles per hour on the gun.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. This one looks like trouble, and it gets by him. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's Jose Ramirez. 7th right now in the American League home run leaderboard. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out. Drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
To third, Keith. Slings to first, and that is that. Guardians lead 1. The Tigers coming up, no score. Back at Comerica Park. And today's starting pitcher, Luis Castillo. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
And that's downstairs. Now 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. Just missed. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Line drive. That's a hit. Here's Riley Green. Leads the league in batting average with only a handful of games left on the schedule, closing in on a batting title. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Green matched a homer in his last game. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Castillo will look to first. Man at first, 1 away. That's outside. 2-1. And there's a ball.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
What a stop. The feed for 1.
That's an out.
What a double play that was. Inning over. We move on to the second here at Comerica. No score. And we're back. New inning getting started. And here's the veteran outfielder, Cody Bellinger. Skubal back to work. That's in there. And that is strike 1. Bellinger went deep in his most recent game. And this is inside.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That misses. And that's ball 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Ground ball to the right side, but that rolls foul. Fastball is outside. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a ground ball to first, and that's just foul.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making him work out there.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Nope.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Bellinger goes.
Nope.
There's a ball. Throw there. Safe.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
1-0. That's inside.
Boog, our man Daryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
Line to left. Green makes the catch, and there's one gone. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call. Said it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. Late swing, fouled off. Base knock center field. Bellinger on his way home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Here's Matt Olson down. Second in the AL in home runs. Turner runs. Throw. Save. One out and a runner at second here in game one of this 3-game set. Inside, just missed.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Man at second. And that one lifted in the air center field. Meadows settles underneath it. And there are 2 outs. So digging in, Gabriel Moreno. There's the strike. Ripped on a line. Drops into the glove, and that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the second. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. And that is out of play. Carpenter launched a homer in his most recent game. Foul ball there. Oh, 0-2 now. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 3-2 on the way. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And now it's Brandon Lau. That clips the zone. Strike 1. Carpenter gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
The 2 strikes may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Good eye in that spot.
That's a good pitch there.
1 ball.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken back as you jog back to the dugout.
He's in there.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Squirts away a little bit. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
First and second, no outs. Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Tying run in scoring position, bottom half of inning number 2. Squirts away a little bit. Both runners move up on the wild pitch, and the double play is no longer in order. And that misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out. Now this is in the air down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And that'll load the bases.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
At the plate, Colt Heat, and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Right through there for a strike.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Bases juiced, no outs. Got him! And that is a big first out. Tomas Nido at the plate. Golden opportunity right here. And that one just misses. A ball and no strike. Just missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Now 3-0.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
And there's the automatic.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score. And now it's Baez.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there, and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
And the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Parker Meadows. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2. That's a strike.
Well, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Lau, the runner at third. Cronenworth over at second. Nito on at first with 2 down. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. And he went around. Not an easy call there. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate. And a look at the numbers. First pitch misses. Yelich in his 13th season, 33 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. On the ground. Throw over to Cronenworth. Yelich out on the play. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Struck out swinging his first time. That one is absolutely belted. Banks off the wall. Now he'll turn for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try and stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Soto, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next offering is down low.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
In the air, left field, down the line. Green on the run. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. And that drops in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And he walked him.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out arc.
Headed towards the corner. Automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
And here comes Bellinger. Walked his first time. Just missed. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And another ball. That one missed.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And they're all loaded up.
No, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Machado swings through it for strike 1.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Gets him to chase after that one.
That was a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Lau. They get the force out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. So they load the bases but leave them stranded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. As we go to the last of the third. And now the DH, Matt Vierling. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, these Tigers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers kind of speak for themselves with the 4 walks. They've done a great job of not trying to do too much and just staying disciplined.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That's a little bit low.
Another thing I love is how they've allowed the game to come to them. They're not forcing the issue when they're on offense. And when you force and get anxious, it starts being a lot more likely that you'll let those pitchers off the hook.
And next to hit for Detroit, Riley Green. He's 0 for 1.
Riley Green.
Swinging a foul out of play.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Kerry Carpenter will hit next.
Right
He reached on a walk his first time. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
The other way, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second safely.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Lau at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just missed.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
And that is downstairs. And now 3-0. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. First and second, 2 outs. And next up for the Tigers, Jake Cronenworth. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And that's in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Yu Darvish getting ready to go. Carpenter, the lead runner, out at second. Lau at first, 2 out of the inning. And that's outside. Ball 1. Two outs. That clips the corner.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
In the air to left down the line. And that is a foul ball. First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single and a 2-1 ball game now.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
So 2 down. And up next for Detroit, Colt Keith. And it's fouled off. First and second, 2 down.
Nope. Ball 1.
Next offering is fouled back. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Trey Turner. And that drops in for a strike.
You know, these Guardians doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Outside corner, got him looking. Matt Olson up to the plate. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Hard hit, right side. Moreno digs in for the Guardians. There's a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Up the middle. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they go back here at the ballpark. Let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Tomasino.
Strike on the inside corner. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. Grounds 1 to short. Sneaks through, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's Baez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto going after it. Hauls it in for the out.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
Meadows in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. On the ground to the left. And that hits off the base. Can't glove it cleanly. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
2 on, 1 out. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. 1 for 2. Manager out of the dugout.
Pitching for Cleveland. Number 12. Yu Darvish.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
That's off the mark, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Second and third, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one ripped. This looks like extra bases. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they're up by 3. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
And the batter now, Riley Green. That's in there. 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Chris, you look at it, these are the spots where pitchers can come on, pitch well, instill some confidence in the manager, and all of a sudden they're pitching higher leverage spots in the postseason.
Well, in this final month, I mean, this is an audition period for the call-ups, but it's also for that marginal reliever that was on the roster throughout the season to maybe step up and be on that playoff roster.
And now here is Kerry Carpenter. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Well done. Drives in the run. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now it's the second baseman, Brandon Lowe. Manager out of the dugout.
Pitching for Cleveland, number 71, Josh Hader.
Just missed. So 2 balls and no strikes. Runner at second, 2 down. On the ground to first, and foul ball. The 2-1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Carpenter on at second with 2 down. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Soto moving back for it. Way back, out of here. He circles the bases, his 22nd homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-1. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
2 outs, nobody on. Jake Cronenworth up now for the Tigers. And a foul ball. Fastball for a strike.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. But they blow this one open with a big 5-run inning. We played 4. It's the Tigers 7 and the Guardians 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Skubal back to work. And there's a strike.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. Jose Altuve up to hit here. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
And it's fouled away.
little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker, get that front foot down.
That missed by a lot. 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. And there's a ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up. And we're at the top of the 5th. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. One gone, runner at first. Here's Juan Soto. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
0-2 is the count.
And a good eye there.
That's a ball.
And they'll do it again. Fastball is outside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Jose Ramirez. And first offering is fouled off. Altuve, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Back here in Detroit, here's the third baseman, Colt Keith. Inside.
That's inside.
1-0. So now the hard-throwing left-hander Josh Hader on the hill. And when you look at the start of Hader's career, pretty incredible. Arguably one of the top beginnings to a career for any reliever in history. Hader at times can have some trouble with command, but it's that fastball slider combo that is so impressive. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. To the right side, Altuve handles it, tosses to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Batting, the catcher,
Tomas Nido up now for the Tigers. On the corner for a strike. The Tigers up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. Strike 2.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Now it's Javier Baez. 0 for 2 in this one. That's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swings and misses and one down below the zone.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
That's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
All over that one right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate,
Now
jumped
batting,
all over it.
center
Absolutely
fielder,
smoked that ball.
Parker Meadows.
So up next, Parker Meadows. 1 for 3. Just missed.
1-0.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the grab, and that is that. Back at Comerica Park. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's Cody Bellinger. Foul ball. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Now Machado up here. And first offering is fouled off. Machado, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 32 years old. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately.
Nope,
He's scored 9 times in the last 10 games. The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And a ball evens the count. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's his 200th strikeout of the season. 2 down, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Trey Turner.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They're down 7-1. And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Matt Vierling. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Joey Estes.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard,
68.
he almost has to just put
Joey
that out of his
Estes.
mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Stays alive. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one
Inside,
just missing inside. 1-2 to count. And that's outside. That's towards center. Bellinger drifts towards it. And there's 1 down. Next to hit, Riley Green. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Fastball for a strike. Estes, he's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up Ks. And there's a fly ball deep right field, and it hits the fence. The throw in, and he's into second with a double. And man, just shy of a homer on that one. here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That one catches the zone. 0-1.
I think it's the deception in his ability to change arm angles and slots and give hitters different looks within one at bat. They're never able to get comfortable. When you only see him once, a lot of times he has success.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 8-1.
The key there, tracking the baseball all the way back through the hitting zone, allows you to hit a ball right back up the box like that.
Man at first with one gone. Stepping in, Brandon Lau. He's already homered here in this one. Got to be clever, too, when you don't have that lights-out stuff, right?
Absolutely. You got to know what you're able to do. Instead of focusing on what that hitter's strength is, stay with your strength and trust that you'll come out on top.
And a foul ball. Carpenter over at first with one away. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
So there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
One run across in the frame so far here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one ripped to left and foul ball. Two outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Swings and misses. 3rd out. One run. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, CNL Perez.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
The 0-1.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now one away. Gabriel Moreno digs in for the Guardians. Just off the inside edge. The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings and sends a rocket to right, and it looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second, and that's a 2-bagger.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Back to the top of the order, and now it'll be Christian Yelich. There's the strike. 1 out and a runner at second. And that drops in for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Next pitch is outside. That's down and in. Runner at second here, one gone. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Altuve in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Here's he'll touch them all. His 18th home run of the season. It's 8-4. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Cionel Perez gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching
and
for
we've
the
got ourselves a
Tigers.
pitching change. Jason
Number
Foley.
68.
He's throwing the ball very well
Jason
overall this season. He's been
Foley.
really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
And first offering is fouled off. Still only one out here in the inning. There's a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And that one is downstairs. And the count 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That misses the zone. 2-2. That one missing inside. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Nito to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jose Ramirez. There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning. Here comes Cody Bellinger. A couple of walks and a strikeout. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throws it away. Ramirez at second with 2 down. And ball 1. Baez in plenty of time to first. They limit the damage here. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 8-4. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Third baseman, Colt Keith. Now pitching for Cleveland, number 24, Griffin Jacks.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Next offering is in for a strike. And down on strikes. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw won't get there in time. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. So a man at first. And now Javier Baez. And a curve misses outside, ball 1. And that one sliced foul. There's a swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out. So 2 down now, and here is Parker Meadows. And first offering is fouled off. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Next offering way off the plate. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Bellinger makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for Detroit, but they still lead it by a count of 8-4.
Now pitching for the Tigers.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tommy Kahnle.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Looks like a pinch hitter for the Guardians. Michael Conforto. And that's in for a strike. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Throw over to Cronenworth. Quick recovery from the misplay, pays off for the out. Here's Trey Turner.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
Looks like a pinch hitter for the Guardians.
Number 9,
Xavier Edwards. One out, and the base is empty for him. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Meadows coming on. snags it for the second out.
No, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Olsen, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is fouled back. That misses the zone. Now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Two to count.
Good job to fight that one off. Oh, he gloves it from his knees, the throw. And that's a great play for the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play, and that ends the inning.
So remaining in the game defensively, Xavier Edwards taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance. Jacks back to work. Vierland stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. And next to hit for Detroit, Riley Green. 1 for 4 with a double. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fought off foul. Strikeout, good looking sweeper there.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Carpenter stands in now, looks at that one inside. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
2 down, nobody on, and that one fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Bo Brisky.
And he's had a struggle so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
So now a pinch hitter, JT Realmuto.
And they've got a lot of work to do, but it's going to have to start with him at the plate.
And first offering is fouled off. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
Outside low. Now 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
A little bit low.
Nope.
Risky. In his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Ripped, but it curls foul. Inside, almost got him. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And there's 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Altuve. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Juan Soto now, and that drops in for a strike. One strike away. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show's Game of the Week is coming your way. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Detroit Tigers. Today's focus is on a bullpen that's been tremendous recently. From the setup arms to the closers, this group literally changes outcomes of games, Singy.
It's been incredible to watch, Boog, and once the starters hand over the ball, it's been practically game over for the opposition. That bullpen will likely play a major role in this one today, too.
First pitch coming your way next. Now here is Christian Yelich.
Left fielder Christian Yelich.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And this one is off and running.
640.
That pitch gets the inside corner. And it's a ball and a strike. Slider misses outside. And that one a little bit high.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Batting second.
There's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. 3 hits and a loss last night. Yelich goes. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that one's a little bit low, and it's 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the second game of the series. He goes down looking.
Oh, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And it's a hitter. It's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in. So you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball. But either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Juan Soto in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one ran inside, almost got him. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. The run comes across, and the Guardians score first. It's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. I can watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now, Jose Ramirez. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
Soto, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Next offering is fouled back.
That's a ball.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 1-2. Double play ball to second. There's one.
He's out.
Throw to first, but he beat it.
Batting 5th, shortstop Trey Turner.
Trey Turner now. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second, and he's safe.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
And a pitch. That one drifts inside.
That's inside.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Got it. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Guardians 1 and the Tigers nothing. Back here in Detroit, getting the nod on the mound, Joe Ryan. He's been one of the best starters of the AL this year, Singy.
Believe it, a Cy Young candidate in the American League. Having a great season so far, but he knows he's got more work to do. I've heard his name floating out there as a candidate, but I think he's just going to focus on this one today and try to get a win for his team.
The next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
2 balls,
Up and
1
in,
strike.
and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And A swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Just missing there. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Parker Meadows now at the plate. That misses, and it's 1-0. Runner at first with no outs here. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Here's Riley Green leading the AL in batting average. Looked like it was a little bit up.
Ball 1, no strike.
No outs. Runners at first and second. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's an RBI single. We're tied at 1. First and second, no outs. Carpenter digs in now. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. First and second here, no outs. Strike 3, got him with the sweeper. And here is Brandon Lau. Went deep in the ball game last night. And that one fouled off. Meadows, the lead runner at second. Green at first. One gone. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Way inside, gets out of the way. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's his 200th strikeout of the season. So digging in, Jake Cronenworth. Tried to check his swing, appeal to third. No, he held up.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
2 on, 2 outs. That's through there for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Just off the inside edge.
Man, oh, man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And it's filled up.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Matt Vierling in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, he had the opportunity to drive in some runs, and he comes through to break the tie. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Matt Vierling at the plate and takes high there. Strike one. Tough start for him so far, already at 30 pitches here in the first. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But 3 score in the inning, 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. We head to the second in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Here's Manny Machado. Flaherty back to work. Swing and a ball popped up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there, and I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And first offering is fouled off. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 1 out, base is empty. Fights it off, he'll see another. Upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
On a line out towards center. Meadows hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
That's a little bit low. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's going to be Tomas Nido. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And he takes a strike. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Andy Ibanez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Up and in, and the count is 1-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
One down, base is empty. Adds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going. Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Down in order go the Tigers, but they still lead it 3-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
JT Realmuto.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Outside low, 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that one is in the dirt. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So the batting order turns over. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Christian Yelich. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay, and he's out.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. He probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip the cap.
2 down, bases empty. Now a chance for Jose Altuve. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Altuve, multi-time All-Star, batting second in today's lineup. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over .350 in his last 10. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back at Comerica Park, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now at the plate, Parker Meadows. Going to 1.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
That's in there, and the count is 0-2. Two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Green batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. And that misses. And the count even 1-1. And that's too high.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball, that's outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And they'll do it again. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Whips it across. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat. So here's the cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. And that's outside. That one off the mark. Ball 2.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at bat strikeout.
Check swing, called strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next pitch is outside. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and a nice inning of work. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Juan Soto.
Climb the ladder with that fastball. It's 0-1. Cut on and lifted in the air. Carpenter. 1 down. Here's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Stays alive. And that just misses.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
The Tigers leading by 2. Top half of inning number 4. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. In the dirt, and the count now even up. Gets a piece and stays alive. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Jack Flaherty picks up the strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Now a drag bunt, third base side, and it goes just foul. 2 outs. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the second baseman, Brandon Lau. That one's in there. Strike one.
Well, these Tigers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
They say a win.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Veerling in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one pushed foul. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Slow ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Flaherty back to work. Splits the plate. That's strike 1.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Meadows makes the grab, 1 down. And now Matt Olson up to hit. He's 0 for 1. That one misses. And that's ball 1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Hit in the air, center field. Meadows under it. And there's 2 away. Here's Byron Buxton. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1. The Tigers up by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Drops one down in front of the plate, and that's just foul. Just missed.
2-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a breaking ball misses outside. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Guardians fail to score, and they still trail it here 3-1. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the inning, here's the catcher, Tomas Nido. That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 0-1.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Ibanez stands in now and watches strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. To the right side. The throw to first. And a couple of quick outs. Here's C.J. Abrams now. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there. 0-1. That one missed.
That's the ball.
Next pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Tigers fail to make any noise as the lead remains 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. So in now for Cleveland, JT Realmuto. Ball 1 there. Realmuto in his 12th season, 33 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2010. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That's inside. High fly ball down the left field line. Green. And it's caught for the out.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
So the lineup flips over. Here comes Christian Yelich. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say,
runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
2 balls, no strikes.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
Man at second. And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory. Brings it in. And there's 2 down. And now it's Juan Soto.
Right fielder, Juan Soto.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runner at second, 2 down. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Picks himself up an RBI. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 2 in this one. That
Ball
misses, and that's ball 1.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Ball to strike. Right through there for a strike. Soto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Off the mark there. 2-2. Just misses with that one.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Trey Turner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Out towards right center. That's well struck, and no one can get there. Soto rounds second, heads for third. Headed for the plate. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back at Comerica Park, digging in, Parker Meadows. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Green in the box again, takes a strike.
That's a ball.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
That one misses. 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into left field. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad job. Those small moments can be costly.
And now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fastball for a strike. That's out to center field. Buxton under it. Out number 2. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Brandon Lau. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Late swing, foul to the left. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Swung on, belted. This one's got a chance. Stretches out and hauls it in. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Tigers 3 and the Guardians 2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Number 19.
Will Vest.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Looks like a pinch hitter for the Guardians.
Number 9.
Xavier Edwards.
Big at bat here, so looking for a better matchup with a left-handed bat.
And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Not close with that one. And now it's even 1-1. And that clips the inside corner.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they're creeping into my mind right now.
In the air, left field, down the line. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Adolis Garcia. Looking to start something with 1 gone. Ball 1, no strikes. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one is lifted in the air. Meadows under it. And there are 2 down. Here is Matt Olson. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Cionel Perez getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Lang, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is fouled back. That one not close.
2 strikes.
And that is ball 1. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. And we are starting over. It's 3-3.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. Knew what pitch. Other pitches in this at bat was very patient, and it paid off.
And now Byron Buxton. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And delivers outside. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up. Staying in the game on defense, Xavier Edwards taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance. Leading off, Jake Cronenworth drove in 2 runs on a double back in the first. He's 1 for 2.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game. Well, you got to give him credit out.
Josh Hader comes on now.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Josh Hader.
First pitch misses. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Yu Darvish appears to be getting loose. Williams also throwing. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Breaking ball inside, and a count 2-1. And misses inside. On the ground, right side. A sliding stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
So now here's the DH, Matt Vierling. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. This to center field. Altuve on the move. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Nito in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Close one, doesn't get the call. And now 2-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Andy Ibanez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-0 down. In the air, out towards left center. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Alex Lang.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Alex Lang.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Gabriel Moreno.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball one. And there's the strike.
1-1.
Chopped on the ground. He beats it out, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Go ahead run on base. Yelich, the next to hit, known for his late inning heroics. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and it gets by him. Moreno makes the turn at second. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out.
Well, it's definitely a little tougher for the first baseman when they have to make a play coming off the bag, holding the runner, but you got to try to get at least a piece of it, knock it down, and if you do, there's plenty of time to recover.
Jose Altuve steps up in a big spot here. 0 for 3 in this one. Yelich goes. Pitch misses in. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. That's 50 stolen bases for him this year.
Not only are they applying some pressure on the defense, it looks like they're trying to have a big inning with that steal of second. Now 2 runners in scoring position. This could be the start to a nice rally.
And another ball.
Inside, ball 2.
With the go-ahead run at third, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. And out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 6-3. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that wasn't. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Alex Lang is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Cionel Perez.
Number 58.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Pinch hitter coming on, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Clips the corner. Strike one. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high-leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Now, here is Jose Ramirez. 1 for 3. And that's a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Carpenter makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that is that. Guardians put up 3 on this homer. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. So remaining in the game defensively, Gabriel Moreno. He takes over behind the plate to do the catching after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Now the third baseman, Andy Ibanez.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Devin Williams.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Williams.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Emmanuel Clase up and loosening in the pen. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2. On the ground to third, Ramirez. Zips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Abrams stands in here, takes ball 1 low. The Guardians leading by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. The shortstop takes the ball. Pitch is in there. Now 2 balls and a strike. And there's a strike.
2-2 to count.
Hard hit left side. Now a jump throw. Not in time. He legs it out.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Man at first, Parker Meadows getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Here's a run scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in. Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Green in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. That's inside, and that's ball 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Abrams off of first with 2 away. On the ground right side. Altuve slings to first. That's the inning.
Now pitching for the
We're
Tigers.
back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's
Number
a new pitcher
4.
on the mound, Bo Brisky.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
So now a pinch hitter, Travis
37.
Bazzano.
Now looking for a little insurance here to start the ninth, Boog.
First pitch just misses. Brisky, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a sinker.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Next pitch is outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Green settles under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. He's already homered in this game. Fastball almost got him there. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. That one missed. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So up next, Byron Buxton. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Guardians. Cody Bellinger looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. And that one misses up and in. And a count 2-1. And the slider just misses. Sliced hard but foul. Three and two now. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those.
Bellinger goes. Strike in there. Throw to second. Save. Two outs.
Ball, that's out.
Right through there for a strike.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Guardians 6 and the Tigers 3. Staying in the game on defense, Cody Bellinger. He'll be out in center now after pinch hitting. Now it's the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
Now pitching for Cleveland, number 48, Emmanuel Clase.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Brandon Lau up now for the Tigers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And there's a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Out towards right center field. Bellinger sizing it up. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
Starting to go after it. Now a look down to third, and he held back, according to Dave Lawrence. Carpenter leads off first with 1 away. Just missed.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Man at first, 1 away. Next offering is downstairs. Got him looking. And they're down to their last out.
That's just a nasty pitch right there, and I'm not surprised at all that he got the strikeout looking. You know, at the plate, looks like it's a fastball off the corner the entire way until just that very last second when that cutting action takes over and brings it back to flip the outside corner. You just got to tip your cap sometimes, but overall, that's just a nasty pitch.
And that is out of play. The Tigers down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, with this win, this team becomes the best team, at least by record standpoint, in the history of Major League Baseball. I'd say it's the most dominant team that I've ever seen.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Chomby. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week. From the home of the Tigers since 2000, Comerica Park here in the Motor City, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Detroit Tigers. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boo. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
Pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And towing the slab, Reese Olson.
Well, I'm interested to see how he deals with right-handed hitters in this one. Righties are batting over 300 against him, so they're not being fooled by really anything. He's going to have to find a way to change up his delivery, change up his look, somehow get them off of his primary pitches and even those secondary pitches. So we'll see how he does it in this one.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. And an important bat for them, batting fifth in this one, Trey Turner.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So you know they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Jose Altuve, the next to hit, takes outside. Check swing called strike. And the count 1-1. Altuve matched a homer in his last game. One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Here's Juan Soto, 4th right now on the American League home run leaderboard. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
1-0.
2 outs, bases empty.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
So a man aboard. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-1.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Swing and a chopper out to short. They take the force out number 3. And we're back. Showing the slab in today's game, Spencer Schwellenbach. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Parker Meadows, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Six, that pitch is in for a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2
Way
balls,
high.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 away.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
Yelich makes the grab, and that'll back here in Detroit. Here's Turner now. Olsen back to work. Ball 1 low. And there's a foul ball. And a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Got him swinging.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And that is downstairs. And the count now 2-0. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
Oh, that's it.
Just missed. Second inning here, no score. And there's the automatic. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate. And the batter now, Matt Olson.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
That misses. And that's
Count
ball
1-0.
1. Olson with a homer in his last game. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Squirts away a little bit. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the dirt, but kept close. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. And now a man into scoring position. Here's the pitch to Olson. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Byron Buxton digs in for the Guardians.
Just out.
Machado at second with 2 down. The 1-1 is fouled off.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. JT Realmuto in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's JT Realmuto. Late swing, fouled off. First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. To the left side, but it is well foul. And that one missing low. Swing and a chopper. Ibanez throws across the diamond, and that is the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. Up and in, and that is ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That's a ball.
Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
That one the other way. Buxton makes the grab, 1 away. And now it's Brandon Lau. Swing, and he breaks his bat. And he beats the throw. He's safe.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. 2 RBIs last night. 2 of the 3 runs they scored in the game. Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw. Tag. Ow. A bullet from JT Realmuto.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run called from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow, because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
Two down, nobody on. That one finds the corner. 0-2 now.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Tigers are shut down there. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. And now it's Christian Yelich. This one in the air, right field. Carpenter sizes this one up. Makes the catch for the out. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Went down on strikes his first time through. Line drive.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Soto in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. And downstairs.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one in the dirt. It's 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And there's a ball. Top of the 3rd, no score. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today.
There's a strike. Ramirez, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that one wrapped foul. Soto off of first with 2 away. Stays alive. Two outs. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
Designated hitter, Colt Keith.
Just missed. And that misses. Now 2-0.
Some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Fly ball center field. Buxton pulls it down. And there's 1 away. Tomas Nido at the plate. 2 for 6 so far in the series. First
Ball
pitch,
one, no
not
strike.
close. And
Ball
another
two.
ball.
2 balls, no strike.
That to right. It falls in, and that's a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Andy Ibanez will hit next. Chris, has been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
1 ball.
This one in the dirt. And that's in the dirt. Now 2-2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position. Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
That's in there. 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Tigers leave 1. Still no score. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take a look
for
at how the series
Guardians,
has played out so
shortstop
far.
Trey Turner.
That one fouled off.
You know, these Guardians doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers kind of speak for themselves with the 4 walks. They've done a great job of not trying to do too much and just staying disciplined.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Meadows on his way over. Puts it away for the out.
Another thing I love is how they've allowed the game to come to them. They're not forcing the issue when they're on offense. And when you force and get anxious, it starts being a lot more likely that you'll let those pitchers off the hook.
Machado batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. And Manny gets a piece. 4th inning underway, no score. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Here's Matt Olson. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. The Guardians go down in order, and we're still knotted at 0. Back at Comerica Park. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Parker Meadows. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, these Tigers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And that one hit to first. He steps on the
He's
bag.
out.
One out in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Riley Green. Fly to left his first time. That one clips the outside corner, and that's strike one.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
This one in the air, center field. Buxton. 2 away. Kerry Carpenter now at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. And that
1-0.
skips in the dirt. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. You're a little late, opposite field not.
And a swing and a miss.
So hard to touch. Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you...
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame. Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Lau at the plate. Fastball for a strike.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. And it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
In the air, left side. And that ends the inning. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Byron Buxton. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Quick work on the 3-pitch strikeout right there. Started him with the slider in the zone and jump ahead, then sped him up with the fastball for strike 2. And at that point, you can go a lot of different directions. He put him in the rocking chair by going back to the slider, this time out of the zone, and got in the chase for the punch out.
Real Muto in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
No, inside.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. Forget it. His 18th home run of the season. It's 1-0.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
Now it's Christian Yelich. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one finds the corner, and 1-1. And there's a ball.
2-1.
That's hard hit on the line. Puts it away for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Way back there. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Wow.
A lot of room in the center field area, and that's why he knows he's got a chance to run it down and make a great play. Leaps at the fence. Excellent job. Robs the home run to end the inning.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Schwellenbach back to work. And ball one.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them to swing at.
Kicks and fires. And he grounds one to the right side. Down the line, and it's foul. And that one misses up and in. And the count is even 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Next to the plate is the Tigers DH, Colt Keith. Swinging a foul straight back. Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on.
Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 4. And a slider missed.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
That one outside, and that's ball 3. That's ball 4. Trying another fastball but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Tomas Nido up now for the Tigers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First offering, and it just misses. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Mason Miller preparing to come on if needed. Jacks getting loose as well. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
In the dirt.
1 ball.
Save. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
in the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Keith, the runner at second with one away. Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up. Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And that's in there for strike one.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
On the ground, out to short. Trey Turner gloves it, slings it across, and that is the inning. He continues to roll on the mound. His 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Guardians 1 and the Tigers nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. First pitch, and it just misses. Tigers bullpen with some action. Jason Foley, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Canely getting cranked up as well. Fastball for a strike. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That one finds the corner, and now it's 3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Reese Olson done for the afternoon, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. New pitcher on now, Jason Foley.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Ramirez stands in now and watches strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1. Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
The changeup missing. And the count 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Carpenter makes the catch, and there's one gone. Trey Turner at the plate, and Cleveland on top 1-0. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Wastes no time there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First and second, 1 out. And the batter now, Manny Machado. A strikeout and a walk. First pitch just misses.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
In the dirt, and it scoots away. And two in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got two runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
That's to third. Ibanez tosses across to first. Machado is out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's Matt Olson down.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. That one missed.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That's in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Tap foul to plate. Soto on third. Turner at second with 2 gone. Goes down looking.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
C.J. Abrams.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. And this place is rocking. His 22nd homer of the year, and they tie it up. It's 1-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Next to hit, Parker Meadows. 0 for 2 in this one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Meadows, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Spencer Schwellenbach done for the day, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout.
Pitching for Cleveland, number 24, Griffin Jax.
There's the strike.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Movement in the bullpen. Mason Miller, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Jacks throws over. Meadows back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. That one pulled foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Counts 1-0.
Pitch out, but no action. That's a little bit low. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. And foul ball. It's 3-2. Brandon Lowe in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ripped into center, base hit. Buxton returns it to the infield, and that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And here is Brandon Lowe. That's in there. 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Just missed. This one kicks away from Real Muto. And the runners will move up.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
1 down, runners at second and third. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So digging in, Jake Cronenworth. Golden opportunity right here. Manager out of the
Pitching for Cleveland, number 32, Mason Miller.
clips the corner, and that is strike 1. Late on that fastball.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Meadows at third. Carpenter at second. Lowe over at first with 1 away. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-2.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Got him looking. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Keith in the box now. Takes strike 1. Bases loaded. 2 down. On the ground to first. Olsen handles the chance. Takes it himself, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Alex Lang.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Cody Bellinger. He represents the go-ahead run. Swinging a foul out of play. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And a quick out, number 1.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit. And the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Broken bat, rolling to first. Bare hand grab, flips it behind his back. Not in time to get him, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
You gotta love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
Go ahead run on base. And up next for Cleveland, Christian Yelich. 0 for 3 in this one. Real Muto runs. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench.
37.
Travis Bazzana. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and 1 gone. And a swing and a miss there.
No ball, 2 strikes.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. And 1 and 2.
2 strikes. Ball 2.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first. Not in time. He's safe. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Now batting, second baseman,
I feel like that's one of those
Jose
rules of
Altuve.
baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind. If you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game, it's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an 0 for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Right through there for a strike. Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
with the go-ahead run at third here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch misses way outside.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
And the next pitch is way outside. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe as a run scores on the play.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Juan Soto now. Ripped to first, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two on, 2 outs. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Meadows on the move to the alley. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Guardians 2 and the Tigers 1. So remaining in the game defensively, Cody Bellinger. He'll be out center now after pinch hitting.
Number 35.
Well, 1-run game
Cody
at the plate.
Bellinger.
Tomas Nido.
This change for the Guardians. Now playing
First
in
pitch
left field,
misses.
number 37.
And that's down and away. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That's outside. And the count's full. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That one inside. Look out.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And the tying run is on base. Back to the top of the order now. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Knee high, that's in for a strike. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Just missed. Cut on and missed at 101. And that's strike 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Parker Meadows up now for the Tigers. 1 for 3. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
And fouled off. The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And the inning is over. 1 left for Detroit. And our score remains 2-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Will Vest.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Xavier Edwards. Going away.
All 1.
Next offering is fouled back. On the ground right side. Lau sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Manny Machado now. So now a pinch hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. 1 out, the base is empty for him. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
Ball 1 there. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 8th.
That's a ball.
Next offering is fouled back. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Matt Olson up to the plate.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Side edge. And now 2-0. Center field. Meadows in position. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Staying in the game on defense, Xavier Edwards taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance.
Xavier Edwards.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Nope, that's inside.
And that's in the dirt.
Yep.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Brings it in, and there's one down. And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Next offering is in for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And there's a ball. Pitch misses, and the count is 3-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. That one is absolutely belted. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now a move being made at second base. And here's the pinch runner, Jorge Mateo. So the tying run in scoring position now. Brandon Lowe up now for the Tigers. Now a check on him at second, back safely. And that's outside. 1-0. With the tying run at second, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Just missed.
2-0.
And it stays fair. Around third. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single tie game here in the 8th.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
One down, runner at first. And now the first baseman, Jake Cronin. Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Mason Miller departs, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break.
Pitching for Cleveland, number 12, Yu Darvish.
And downstairs.
Could use a ground ball here.
Ball 1,
Something
no
in the
strike.
infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
And that one fouled off. Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. That clips the corner. In the dirt, but kept close. And the runner stays where he is. Darvish delivers. In the air out towards right center. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Lau around second, headed for third. Go-ahead run holds up at third as the ball comes back in. Second and third after the double.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. You just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
Really important at bat coming up now.
And now Colt Keith gets the call. Strike one.
Ball.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Second and third, one away. On the ground, right side. Slides, but he can't come up with it. One runs in. A second scores as well, and they lead by 2.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
One down. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Tomas Nido. Ripped to third and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Here's the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. And that's downstairs and outside.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
2 outs. Swing and a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And the batter will be the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. He's already homered in this game. Here comes the manager.
Pitching for Cleveland, number 48, Emmanuel Clase.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The shortstop takes the ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Now batting,
Parker
center
Meadows,
fielder,
the next to hit.
Parker
Yeah, don't need
Meadows.
much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2.
Boog, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And that one in the air center field. Bellinger under it. He's got it. And that will end the inning. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. 9th inning coming up. Tigers 4 and the Guardians 2.
Now pitching
Welcome
for the
back.
Tigers.
And here comes the closer, Brant
Number
Herter.
48.
Well, the best relievers love
Now
the
playing in
opportunity
right
to
field,
come in and protect a tight
number
lead
40.
late in the ball game.
Zach
Some of them are just
McKinstry.
wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Bellinger
Inside,
at the plate
ball
for the
1.
second time as he takes ball 1.
Hey! One ball, one strike.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. To third. Throw over to Cronenworth, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. He's 2 outs away. And now the catcher comes up to him. JT Realmuto. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Herder, a tall lefty, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2021. Next pitch is outside. That's down and in.
One strike.
The Tigers trying to close out a 2-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that is low for ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now
Travis
batting,
Bazzana digs in for the Guardians. Reached on a drop, third strike his first time.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base. Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Swing and a miss.
One ball, 2 strikes.
And that one is downstairs. And it's 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The tying run at the plate. That one misses. Counts full, 3-2.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Ball 4, he walked him, and that'll keep the line moving.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now batting,
2 on, 1 out. So in now for Cleveland, Jose Altuve.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And that one is inside.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Next pitch inside, 2-1. In the air, right field, McKinstry on his way in. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Stepping up for the Guardians, Juan Soto. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on 1 swing. in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a broken bat roller towards third. Bare hands it. Tough play to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. First pitch misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
So they're all loaded up. Late swing fouled off. So the tying run at second. Fought off foul. This could end it. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs in the top of the 9th. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ball game all the way to the end. Nice W all the way around.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.